Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Tin Hearts, where everything's getting a lot more mechanical and industrious. But I suspect that may come at a cost of our personal family life. We'll just have to see. In the meantime, let's get things started off here. And I can see that we need to go through... Ooh. There's a turny thing. Let's see what the turny thing does before we go anywhere else. What does the turny thing do? Ah, so we have one, I suppose you call it like gerbil in there, or gerbil, that's probably the wrong word. That powers that, but we're actually going to need to get them to turn around, otherwise they're going to have some issues going forward. So let's get them to turn around like thus, and then we've got some, I saw some other triangles over here. So we can get them to turn around thusly. Does that get them in the... I think it does, excellent. So we will send them forwards. And unfortunately, now it's post-Christmas, we no longer have Tim McLean, the action hero. We're just back to a normal regular soldier. But, you know, so be it. So off comes the regular soldier, and we can take control of him when we need to, same as we could with Tim McLean. But let's not do that just yet, because there's also another thing here with the train which should provide us, I'm hoping, a way to get over the bridge, if I'm not mistaken. But there's lots of bits everywhere that we're going to have to kind of bear in mind. There's also, of course, a balloon here, but I do see a jack-in-the-box, which is not going to be fun to deal with. We might need to find a way to get around the sides around the side of the Jack-in-the-Box, because of course he's pretty annoying. Okay, that's now sorted. We can get you out of the way. And I wonder, can we reach from here? Can we reach the Jack-in-the-Box? I'm guessing we probably can't. No. What we can, however, do is... Oh! Tell you what, we're not far off. No, we can't quite. What we can, however, do is, hopefully, hit this. That should work in our favour. Let's pause for a second. And actually, I'm going to rewind time slightly, just like this. And I'm going to go like there. Because that should, not quite, I need to just move that slightly. Actually, probably slightly further the other way. Then they should hit the button. But I think we aimed it wrong. Let's make sure we aim it at the right button. Let's try that again. Okay, here we go. We've got a nice little cinematic. That's going to prove useful. What does that actually achieve for us? That moves the thing across. That's interesting. I don't know what that achieves. Oh, I wonder if perhaps we needed to put Mr. I'm going to say Mr. McLean on it, but I don't think we do. Actually, these guys can go back the other way now, hopefully. So we have to leave that there. We get another triangle, and we're just going to want to send them back the way they came, I would say. So just for now, just back and forth, please, gents, while I work out what we need to do next. Of course they can come over here, but there is a way to kind of... I see, there is a way to turn off this Jack-in-the-Box as far as I can tell. I can't see one, but we can turn it around. Okay, I'm curious, can I... Where has he gone? Can I make it around the Jack-in-the-Box safely? Let's have a look. You don't need to be there. But we'll put you through anyway, just in case. And excuse me, gents, coming through. Get me on a balloon here. Is that going to make it over? So that doesn't even make it over at the moment. So I'm not really sure what that achieves, to be honest with you. We're not far off where we need to be. Let's see if we can actually make it over at all, because if we can't make it over, then It's going to be troublesome in general. Come on. So we can't even make it there. So, what do we need to do instead then? Could find a way to turn this on, that'd be useful. I'm still confused as to what the purpose of this was. Maybe I was supposed to get in it, but I'm not entirely sure how I would have... Oh, I see how I was supposed... Okay, we're going to have to draw this back for now. Because we're going to need the steamship, or the ship to come back over. Let's just move that out of the way slightly, just so it's not going to get in the way going forwards. There we go. So we're going to bring them back enough, hopefully. Of course, we need to ensure that we can get across in time. Oh, we actually need to go the other way. Let's pause. If needs be, what we can do, we can just keep them on a roundabout route for now. Just want to get myself set up on the thing. So let them run forward, and then we're just going to put this there behind them. And in the meantime, we're going to get ourselves up into the ship, and I think that should help. Because I see a rather sneaky way up. As long as, at least I think... Oh, not if we missed it though. But I think I can see a rather sneaky way out, which I didn't see before. So we're up here. Aha, yes. This feels like progress to me. It's always nice in puzzle games when you work out what you need to do. So you go in here, and I just need you to wait in the ship. Excellent. So now you're there. We can now move this just forwards to ensure they just bounce back. We get you, and we're going to get you to turn. I'm going to have to try time this just about right. We don't really need all of them to go there, to be honest. Let's actually... Okay, we're going to have to just adjust this slightly. Let's give ourselves a little bit more room to work with. And move this out of the way for now. So now they should... Okay, now we can probably get this sorted out as before. Just make sure that's going to actually hit the button, which it's not. That, however, will hit the button. Excellent. That should take our movable soldier over the way. Excellent. Which it will. So now I'm just going to do this, because then they should just... if I can get my camera angles correct. I'll put this here. As far as I can tell, apart from you, we're going to have to change... we're going to have to change this back slightly, just so everyone's going the same way. There we go. I just want to make sure everyone's... Ooh, okay, we'll have to move that slightly further along. Because I just want them to really just bounce back and forth. Excellent, they're going to do that. Now you're over here. Now how does this help us? Let's try to work out what we would need to do. I think I see what we need to do actually. We want to try fix this jack-in-the-box. So you're going to go there. You're going to go up to the top. Let's do that as a starting point. And let's see if that works. So you're going to bounce up. Excellent. So we're going to get you to fire not on the lampshade or over there, but over this one here. Can you reach? Surely you should be able to reach that. Because if you can't reach that, then what are you... Oh no, I see what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to fire over this way, at this kind of airship, I think. Let's see if that's the case. See if it gives us a cutscene, which it does. Which is always useful. That's going to lift up that box. Can't quite remember what was in the box. Aha! A windmill. Now, what does the windmill achieve for us? I'm not entirely sure. But it's useful to have it. You, my good man, you are going to be firing at the... If I can get this to work properly, which I really cannot seem to do today. And then we go around like this. I'm hoping we can hit it at the jack-in-the-box thing. Like this. Then we can jump over there, not fall into our death. And that should hit there. That should hopefully move the jack-in-the-box as we want it. Excellent. So now let's come out of you. The thing is, I don't really feel like these guys can make it. That's my problem. You know what, let's give it a go. We'll see if they'll make it. Does that work? No, it's not going to be quite right. That might be a little bit better. But we're going to just have to get everyone back. Okay, now they can go forwards. We haven't fired the jack-in-the-box just yet, so we'll have to go redo that for this kind of updated time warp, so to speak. So let's just hit the button. That'll get the jack-in-the-box to turn. Now you gentlemen, are you actually going to be able to fly the entire way? Because I couldn't manage it. You can, excellent. Let's get up. So somehow you can and I can't, but that's fine. I guess we were intended to not make it, so we could go a different way. Right, can I can move this around. The query is, where can it actually reach to that's useful? It can reach over to here. Excellent, let's do that then. Except the one problem is that this is going the other way, but we can reroute them around, that's not a problem. Just need all our relevant triangles to do so. So we need to go this way. Past the letter for the Guild of Toymakers. I'm guessing there's going to be a little bit more story yet. And then we will get them going over to the balloon. Is that going to work? Just make sure it works how we want it to. It should work. As far as I can tell anyway. Just make sure we actually know that they're going to end up in the right spot. Cool, that works for now. That triangle's now done with. So we can get them to turn inwards here. A little bit of a tight squeeze of the triangle, but that's okay. We just need them all to loop in time, really.
Mr. Butterworth, in your latest letter you inquired about possible guild projects that may yield higher commissions than the projects currently assigned to you. I am pleased to say that I forwarded your request to the Guild Directorate, and not only were they extremely pleased to see one of our newest and most esteemed members express an interest in getting more actively engaged with critical guild activities, but they also informed me that there are indeed such projects that would definitely benefit from contributions by a man of your talents. After hearing of your request, the Directorate tasked me with swiftly providing you with the attached partial plans of what is known within the Guild's research and development team as Bartleby's Marvelous Duplicator. As you know, Joseph Bartleby was one of the founding members of the Guild and regarded as a genius of toy making. Yet the Duplicator was a concept he never quite managed to fully realize. We hope these plans and the additional funding we shall be providing will help you on your way to finishing what Mr. Bartleby started all those years ago. The Directorate has asked me to assure you that they are fully aware the Duplicator is not strictly speaking a toy. However, they are confident a functional Duplicator would enable yourself, as well as all the other talented members of the Guild, to create more and better toys, and get them in the hands of our customers faster. A goal all of us in the Guild are very passionate about. We look forward to following the progress of your experiments on the Duplicator. Yours, Lucian Mantelfell, Secretary of the Guild of Toymakers.
So yes, as expected, we're trying to do some jobs for the Guild of Toymakers, but it's coming at a cost. We're not really working on things that we might perhaps perceive to be a nice job. That we can't make that jump. Why can't we make that jump? Surely we can make that jump. There we go. We're just going to get ourselves a balloon. Let's just pause quickly because we're going to have to go and... I'm sure these guys don't do anything silly like walk off the edge. You know, we don't want them to walk the plank, sure. At least if we do this, they will kind of just repeat themselves for the most part. No, we've messed this up slightly. We've still got 2 balloon men over there, so we're gonna have to just change this slightly. This is the one that can move. I need you guys to move back just slightly for now, please. Just I'll get this sorted. But yes, it seems like our passion for amazing handmade toys is gonna have to fall by the wayside somewhat. Where are the other 2? Oh, the other 2 are there. They're already dead. Aha. Oh, I see. Okay, we're gonna have to do this bit again, but that's fine. Okay, bring these guys and the one by there. Okay, we keep on going back too far and we're having to redo things, but that's fine. At least we know what we need to do in essence. That's not necessarily a problem, he says, as it clearly is a problem. Where's that last triangle gone? So we've got... Okay. Let's just fix this momentarily. You need to come this way, please. And now you guys are too far, but from here, we should now be able to make this work. Like thus. Okay. That now works. We just need to be a bit wary of our kind of backtracking going forwards. Yes, it definitely seems to me like the passion we have for toy making as a person would kind of fall by the wayside when it comes to what the directorate want from us. At least as far as I can tell. Right, this one is now done. So we can just get them to go back and forth, hopefully. Like here. Does that work? Not quite. I just want to put them in a loop, really. Just while I get myself sorted over here. Because I want to get myself over as well. If I do this, that should just put them in a continuous loop. Yes, it will. Excellent. So we can let them do this. Three, two... So why is it not... Are they too far apart, I wonder? They might be too far apart. Let's try and bring them closer together. How are we going to do that? So one... It drops down to 2. Yeah, they all need to be there. They all need to be in close enough proximity. So let's pause quickly. And we're going to hopefully sort this out. So we're going to get them all together here. And pause now. And this should bunch them up together. And we can just slowly kind of bring this in a little bit. Just they're all much closer together. It's a little bit of a mistake on my part, but hey ho. And quickly before they come here. Oh no, we did that slightly wrong. No, come back. Okay, these are proving annoying to do. Just stay there for 1 second. Let's pause it. And you should all hopefully now come at the same time. So once you got okay, now we fix this round to its normal spot. We just got to ensure that they do actually take the path as intended. That should now work. Excellent. So let's get them back on their little path round. We just have to adjust this slightly. Does that keep them in there? Yeah, it does. Good. Okay, so let's turn on the power there. Now we go get this chappy here. And we just need to not fall to our deaths. We did manage it before. There we go. Get ourselves a balloon. And we can jump into here. And that should fly us all the way over. Wonderful. Now that we're over here, I see a way up for us, which is good. So, oh. Sometimes the jumping can be a little interesting if you can't really see what's ahead of you. But luckily I can for the most part. And up the ladder we go. Not sure there's much we can do here. So I guess we just keep going for the time being. We get over here. Can we? Okay, let's not jump to our death. That would be silly. But can we go in these things, or do we have to? Do we require a real, like a fake soldier to go in? I think we require a fake soldier. We can do this, I would guess. That should change the power round. Excellent, which means that these guys can now get across. So they're all going back this way now, so that's fine. What we can do, we can just bring them along to here. We can even try to do it with this box if we plan ourselves correctly. No, we can't. We've got to turn this round, so that's fine. In fact, that's a much simpler way of doing it, to be perfectly honest with you. Just a little bit further forward. And there we go. So now they should be across. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. And then we're going to have to switch the power back, but that's not a problem. Now what does this get us? Is this the duplicator that they were talking about in the letter? Let's have a look and see what is being given to us. It's very wibbly wobbly, whatever it is. Although I'm pretty sure the chaps here are going to fall off the edge if I'm not careful because of the story he's playing out. What does that do? Oh, does that allow us to change the direction of the wheel? Okay, let's just pause for a second. I'm not really sure how we possess them, to be honest. Before, hang on. Let's just... So we've got 1, 2... We've only got 4 here. We need to get this guy out. I'm guessing this might allow us to get... Yes, that's... Oh, I see. That's going to allow us to get the guy out. But we don't want to do that just yet. For now, though, we'll just leave it on. And we're going to turn the power back. That should re-extend the bridge on this side now, which is fine. That's what we wanted to happen. And we get one of the spare triangles. And we can just put it here. That should get the majority of them out, I would hope. I think it's 4 of them out. And then let's try this. But we're going to just need to choose... Okay, oh, I see. We're going to need to pause. Let's get our chappy here. I'm guessing it might be on a timer or something similar. We'll go here. This should unlock the bridge. Maybe it just allows us to get out the hamster wheel, so to speak. And then we can just use the same triangle to get this guy out. Is that going to be right? That is going to be right. Excellent. Let's do that. Oh no, it's not quite right. Let's move it along slightly. There we go. And let's get our moving soldier out as well. That's 6 out of 6. Excellent. Okay, through the next door. That wasn't too bad. It required a little bit of lateral thinking and thinking outside the box, quite literally, but we managed it. So I'm not too unhappy with that at all. We haven't heard much about our wife recently, and I'm worried, I'm concerned as to what might have happened to her. But nothing more just yet. Must be a little bit of a smaller level in principle, but doesn't necessarily have any bearing to it. Now, where are we starting off from? So here's the end. That's fine. I get that. Where's the soldiers coming out from? I do like the wibbly wobbly thing though. That's cool. Well, I don't even know where we're starting from. Let's... Oh, here. Okay, so where are these guys going to go initially? Again, we've got about 3 triangles, so let's get one of you guys as like a movable soldier. That's just going to be useful. And the rest of you I'm just going to put over here. That should put you on a very, very long loop. Let's get this guy out and ready. So we can use him for, I don't know what, something. This is all about power and electricity. Let's just make sure that these guys are in their kind of constant loop while I work out what I need to do next with this soldier. They should just, in a very roundabout route, it should go back through here. It should go all the way back to the beginning. Okay, I think they're in a nice old long loop. A very long loop, but that's fine. Oh, let's not fall off the edge. Now, what does this achieve? It might be that we need to fire it at somewhere on the other side. Interesting. Where could we fire that? Because this thing can move, but only once the anchor... Ah, I see where we can fire it. That's fine. Can fire it over here. And then we use our chappy here to hopefully hit the button. Did I do that wrong? Oh no, that's fine. But what was that actually... What's that actually done for us though? Turns off the power. Okay, let's hit the button again. That turns off the power, which is... Aha! That lifts that box up and this box down, which is presumably useful for reasons. Question is, what is that reason? I see like a kind of toy crusher here or something. But from here, what can we do that's useful? Is that necessarily useful for us to turn the power off? I suppose it might be because we can't... Aha, what we can do is move this before we hit the button, which might actually be quite useful. I actually don't want you to fire the... I actually don't want him to fire the button yet, really. So I want him to kind of go around instead. There we go. but to get it back is going to prove troublesome. Because I don't really think we can fire this all the way back over there. No. But it is quite a... Oh, hang on. I get it. I get it. We go back. We go back to here. And before that... Okay. We just need to move this somewhere else just for a second, because it's getting in the way at the moment. What we do then... This fires as before. If we can see where we're firing, which we cannot. It's kind of stuck here a little bit. Let's get this. And we're going to fire it as we did before. And then we're going to get you on board. You're going to hit the thing. And very briefly, we're going to push ourselves over. Because then that should push us over before the box falls down. There we go. And this box is now going to lift, which means we can push ourselves back when the need arises. Excellent. I get it. So now we're over here. What does that achieve for us? That can turn on electricity over here. So let's do that. That's presumably going to do something of use. Is that going to open up a bridge for our soldiers? It's going to open up the central bridge, which is, I guess, useful in some regard. And we're going to have to... We're going to have to do... Okay, we're going to have to get back on the ship, lad. Then we're going to have to turn this round. And kind of halfway along, like, hang on. Can we get off now? Yes, we can. Excellent. This might be wrong, to be honest. Then this can get us over to this edge here, which presumably does something useful. So let's do that. Let's get ourselves a balloon, and we can jump in the path of the wind. Now, there's two of these buttons. Aha. Can you reach this height? You can. Is it that one we want to use? I'm not sure. Let's find out. So that's going to have turned back on the electricity here. But so far we still can't get through there just yet. So, what's the purpose of the second button? Because I'd like some other stuff to be powered as well. But for that to be powered, I need these guys. Okay. It's fine, we'll bring them back. As they're being brought back, we can put them in this system. Shouldn't be a problem. And do this. See if this works. One. Oh, they're not quite in the right position. So let's just adjust that so that they are. Still not quite in the right position. Does that work? No. Okay. Proving a little troublesome, but I think we're going to get there. Just got to adjust this a little bit. What's the problem? Why can't they... They have to go the other way. I see. That's what's causing the problem. So that's fine, we can change that. Now we can move this round. Like this, they should just bounce off that candlestick. They're going to come here. So now we get this block. Once we get out behind the train, move it to here. And then we can get this final triangle here. I'm surprised we didn't see this before, to be honest, but there we go. That should get them sorted. Now what does that actually... That connects that, I see. So now that we've done that, if we then shoot this again, does that work? Let's get you over here, hit the button. That should turn on the electricity here, which means that this thing should now lift. Excellent. But it might have some issues. It's kind of one of these smasher things. So we're going to have to time ourselves correctly. Or we try to turn it off. But we've already used the other button. So let's rewind. Let's rewind temporarily. Because that train's been there the entire time, hasn't it? So let's rewind to when this button wasn't pressed. Which might be a little while ago. But I don't want to start the whole mission again. There we go, excellent. So now we can get them through here like we did before. But everyone's in a little bit of a weird spot, so let's bring them back here now. This should just about work. Does that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that connects this now. Excellent. So what we need to do is just time this so that we can get them across. So we'll do that. But actually, we'll use this one first because I want to be able to see. We want to lift. We want it when it's up, really. There we go. So now we can get these guys across safely. We just need to move them around. So let's let them go back the way they came. And then we can bring them round. Okay. And like this. And like this. Does that work? As like a general protocol? Yeah, it does. Good. So we do that, and then we can bring them up on the stamping thing now that it's no longer stamping. And then once they're across here, what we need to do, we'll need to turn the bridge back over. We'll get this here, because I think we're going to need it. So once they're all across, which they're not just yet.
It is with great sadness that I regret to inform you your latest examination has revealed a dramatic decline in your condition. Unfortunately, it is now clear that the positive effects the new treatment had on your health have not persisted. I am afraid nothing more can be done to prevent your ultimate deterioration. Rest assured that, as always, I will be on hand to do everything I can to alleviate some of the pain for yourself and your family. Please do not hesitate to contact me if there is anything at all you feel I might be able to do for you. Kind regards, Dr. Oliver Knowles.
And there it is. Our wife is beyond saving due to her sickness. And I think this might drive us one step too far. I'm sure we'll get a little bit of story momentarily. But something tells me it's not going to go very well. For sure. Right, there's 7 out of 7. Let's see what awaits us through this glistening door. Or glowing door, I should say. But I suspect it's not going to be very good. Ooh, we're at the basement. Don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, given the news we've got, I'm going to say no.
What's this, Helen? Have you seen this? Oh, that. Yes, it came through this morning.
This morning? Why didn't you say something?
What is there to say? Besides, you were working. I didn't want to disturb you.
Disturb me? This letter is what disturbs me. Have you read it? Helen, we need to act now.
What
do
can
you
be
want to
done?
Let's see a different doctor, for starters. I know Dr. Knowles is a family friend, but we should get a second opinion.
And what if the second opinion is the same as the first?
We'll get a third one. And a fourth one. As many as it takes. Look, I am making a lot of progress downstairs. We could even afford to travel overseas soon. I have made some inquiries. There is someone there
Albert.
who...
Listen. You know it doesn't work like that. We need to be together now. Really be together. Make the most of it. Do you understand what I'm saying, love? And we need to start looking beyond this now. For your and Rose's sake. There's a lot to think about. A lot to plan.
Well, you can give up if you want. I'm not going to give up.
Albert.
As I suspected, Albert is not taking it well. Unfortunately.
Albert.
Helen's right though. Just seeing another doctor or two isn't really going to change much if her condition is as bad as it is said to be. It's very sad. And here we are back in our basement. Eager to keep working to try find a treatment for Helen, even though realistically there will not be a treatment available for her due to the nature of her illness. So we will see the effects of that next episode. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a pretty tough one. Not so much in terms of levels. Thankfully the levels I kind of understood. But, you know, Helen knows what's coming. Albert refuses to believe it, and I think he's now going to bury his head in his work, and he's going to neglect other things that might perhaps be important, like Rose, maybe like Helen when she gets worse and, you know, weaker as time goes on. We shall just have to see. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.